hello beautiful fellow human beings. So getting right into it, just gonna be messing around today. And yeah, let's gonna maybe get some two hooks. Yeah, so one sabiki, found some hooks, and I do have some purple, few things actually, but real quick, I want to get some of this pink stuff on this hat because a lot of it was falling off. Fox fur, I believe, and the long hairs. But these edge bits, all the dubbing. I have this beret here, and it has some stains on it, but it's real wool, so it comes in handy in the winter. It's very warm, so you can see a little bit of the stain. I think it was rust, like a rusty bolt. So any dubbing I've been using, I add to here also. I have these felting needles here, and they are pretty dang handy for a lot of things. If you have a wool sweater with a hole in it, you could patch it easy. Might as well add it here. Could always blend some red in that once I use red. And I have foam block, which just came with something from Amazon, surely. But pretty neat use of leftover wool and their under fur. And did a few other things. I might have packed it already, but I have a embroidery hoop that has a pretty vibrant rainbow going. But once it's done, oh, I do see it. Once it's done, I have some under fur. Once it's done, I'm gonna cut out the shape to make a hat and maybe stitch some feathers, some like deformed feathers. Alright, well, could like blend it a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave that like that. Leave it like that. That block is super dry. Once had a bunch of these rows. I had a few sticking in a pin cushion. It was a really bad idea. Water. I don't see the chat. Maybe. Oh, hello, Snarf. Oh. Alright, so not sure. There's a few things I want to look up real quick, so maybe with this. I do want to say though, did finally put this together so I can film out there now, which I did go ahead and post the video from earlier today. Man, I sat there for over an hour trying to get that knot out. I'm good with knots, but I don't know what to do. I had to take a break on that, but I did fine all day. It was real nice, but last minute I brought like a skirt down that was just, I was tossing it, so I was gonna use that as a towel, and the very last cast I grabbed it, but what I don't understand is why is the damage so bad? That's not that much distance. I guess just like that bearing is so that the thickest bird's nest I've ever seen. It's also the first one I've seen in braid, so that was pretty intense. And yeah, that put an end to that. So I'm gonna try to get a spool of line. I found 500 yards of orange, and was thinking about that 15-pound, because man, I'm only getting familiar with it anyway, so I foresee a lot of mishaps. So maybe it'd be a good idea to get 500 yards. So as much as you could get really for under 20 bucks, because that would be ideal. Still out here, but putting all the kind of like local sales stuff together. Oh, these are nice. These are knotted, or what is that called? I got these in an eBay lot, but I don't know how I would find these again. No label or anything. It's just the most This is the most vibrant purple I've ever seen in my dwelling on anything. So not sure how to find more of these. 500. Oh, this right on. Yeah. So on with it. I'm gonna get right in here. I do want to make a red hat lady. Well, there's a few things. I was also gonna make some jigs because that is probably what I'm going to be. I'll be using this spinner right now until I could get that knot out. Anyways, but it's been a minute since that's on one enough. But quite a few color combinations. I have to just grab my finger hooks. Oh, let me also. Oh shoot! Ah, everything's over there now. Okay. I'm pretty packed in here, so. But what I figured I'd do is I've got these great big boxes, and been putting like every pair of pants in one, every shirt in one, and then I'll go through that and figure out what is necessary. Holy claustrophobia. I'm not sure where I would have put my wire cutters. Suppose I could use these craft scissors. That's just that little bar. Kind of, I don't have the easiest time tying around. Okay. I want to make one or two of these real quick. I'm just putting marabou and flash. Might as well keep it white. The thread's already on here. These are Quite floppy, but it's no. Hey, that worm thread will be nice for here because I have a hard time bulking up like this area. Maybe I should tighten this. I haven't done that yet. Just can't get it tight enough to not spin. I might have to try to cut a strip of leather or something. Or sand. Like, try to chip this up a little. I usually just put leather on it. Or shove a strip of leather down in something that's... Ooh. Yeah. These are holding up very good. Hey, Matthew Myers. Yeah, still, I mean, still a loss, like, and, they're building, like, mass housing out here, so it's already, like, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and on top of that, it's just how, like, there used to be empty lots in between all the houses, which, at least the isolation felt kind of like, you know, out in this Florida nature. However, all of those lots sold, so it's just house on house on house, and then when you drive down like miles of that, it's these big gated communities, and one of them is so big that it's actually a city, and all the farms taken out. It's just like tunnel vision, and it's made me physically ill, to be totally frank, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Not even worth like getting all bent out of shape because the coast is right there, and I will. Yes. So I'm looking for this big bag of feathers. Just like that's just really too far out of the way. You can go like weeks without going anywhere, which just melts my brain. And I just, you know, everybody has their thing. I really like wandering around. Yeah. It's a society. So this is just gonna be a simple thing. And for the canal. So I might have some better yellow. I would say organized chaos, but it is not yet organized. Yeah, I guess I'm eating. You. That's nice. I forgot about that. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that'd be nice. Like a yellow and a green, yellow green. Cause this is another really vibrant color that, like, you know, my years of crafting, this stuff does not. I don't want to say that out loud, but this, the vibrance, like, it's intense. That is grass green. Anyway, now that I brought them out, it's the same ones. The other ones are more goldeny orange. Alright. Labials night is golden. Like, one thing, it's not so bad when get in the canoe and like go around, but the can't really bike on the streets. It's pretty intense. Mm. My tires are like this big, so if I hit a pebble, I'm on my arse, and everything's out my basket. Hey, Carlos. Just this stuff is too exhausting to get through every day. Like, and people are like, oh, well, walk like however many miles here. I'm like, oh, Southeast Florida, man. Like, I would die if I walked that long. There's no like bus route or nothing like that. I can use sidewalks except the pine roots. Oh, it's feral. It's beautiful, but oh my gosh. Me against it is no match, and I have been defeated. Okay. So, trying to think of the gradation, but I should just probably get on with it. Get some flash. And since this is for the canal, I'm probably gonna use this like rusty tinsel with green. Or should I do like green and green? Yeah, this is pretty nice. Just kind of happy to be here. It's being sauce and going through all this shit, but I had to do that anyway. I still call it collecting. Or excuse me. Where can I hang this? I want to put some in the like the butt area. Oh my god, that tree was. Oh man, that was like aggressive, too. I just can't get over these scissors, the serration. I showed them to my friend today, it was a welder. Maybe I'll just use all. Like the material doesn't move, it's crazy. thing I did forget to look at was wax. There's a few things, and gotta look at videos. Never ended up doing that for the gator back. So you see some of them colors I could not choose. The speckled iridescent sounds pretty. Utilitarian for me down here. So maybe that, because those mosquitoes are, I'm gonna try to make a booby trap. Mosquito trap. Anyways. Okay. So my goal for that is to just be the movement, or the, like, pokey outy tail kind of. I was gonna use hackle feathers, but it's pretty murky down there. So I might trim that, but for now I want to figure this. So perhaps this green. I was also gonna use bucktail, but been needing to figure out where. I know proportions are an issue. Yeah, yeah. Matthew Myers, that sounds like this area. I read the comment right before the drinking. Um, so don't have the longest. So maybe I will do the yellow, because that is the longest. And then I'll just do the green on top. Made a few for blue hair, but haven't been there yet. Last time I was there, I fell asleep. With the worst timing. PS4 is still buried, but might be. Oh, oops, let me go down. Let me get a tendency of dropping it. God, I just also miss food. Like, there's so many different types of food on every block. There's like Publix and one very abusive Chinese takeaways. When there's no competition, oh my gosh. Never really thought of that before. And I mean, I don't mean in like a small town where it be that place for 40 years or something. Like family run or this. But, yeah. This is one thing I really want to get better. Well, many, but there's the marabou. Okay. Ooh. Mm. Oops. I did not think about that. Mm. You know, I thought that was gonna be much shorter than my little tail thing. Shoot. Oh. Hmm. Trying to use this stuff. Really. Oh, is that that? Not too much of the pink in it. That's crazy. What is this stuff? Be ideal for. Is it rubber? What? It's rubber. Okay, I did not think that was that rubber. Big bopper Debbie. On eBay lot. Shoot, man. I thought this was gonna be much shorter. Yeah, it's like very stir crazy and just homesick, I guess. And it's just never ending. It's just a carrying that purple for a little longer to get me over that hump. Okay. I think I'm just gonna add 2 on each side and then the green wrapped around. Just want it to be a stopper. That one has a deformed tail area. know something? I think I'm trying to save uh, a dying cow. So I'm just going to put a pause on that. Oh. It's been a week, y'all. So trying to get back in the swing of not being. Maybe I'll get a tree. Oh, look. Mardi Gras. Yeah, shall be right back. Alright, so probably just gonna go with bucktail this time and get a little pearl body. Where did I put them? Cute. Oh. Yeah, I can't get over the bait caster though. And it was the dress on the, or the skirt on the bank. I suppose thankfully I got it on camera on this bright side. And with the head strap, I shall never perish, for I can now be cameraman. It's like a headlamp, but heavier. So I think I'm gonna go bucktail. I have this Estes. So this brand's like Tampax. Just wonder. Okay, they're pretty. That's just for out here. I have some packs for the beach. But back on spinning reel. Where is... Oh, losing all kinds of stuff already. It's very hectic in here. Dear Lord. Some UV stuff. Dear... Oh, right under me. A little party box. So I want to grab some of this short pink just for the tail end. Gotta have some of that life force energy in there. Some of that cheeks. Prana. Don't want to say out loud. I had a nice time out there. Cause worms is, well, it's not on there anymore. See. Let's try to like mash this down. And I gotta be wary of lengths. Okay. Ooh, a little bit of this. some mermaid hair. I really like this stuff. Long ice stuff. I mean, it's not hurting no one. I'm gonna put the buckaroo tail right here. Hmm. Excuse me. That's nice, yellow. Because this patch in particular is like a greenish yellow. Now, the proportions are something that I've always been questioning myself. It makes you feel awfully philosophical trying to figure out the proper proportions of this here bucktail. Is it enough? Is it too much? Okay. So those are nuts. Roadhouse nuts. Roadhouse bar and grill. I remember Roadhouse Bar and Grill, but there's another place that had like farm animals on the roof, and it's kind of the same type of food. So I'm wondering. No, guess I'll maybe push out too early. Why does nothing feel right? Wow. And you know, well, at least you can just get on in there. Get some blood in there. Yeah, man. Gonna like create a block. Just trying to think up like what's like the weightiest thing. I might have to try the solder thing. I don't know if that's gonna work or anything. But I got copper tape and all that. Might also add some hair tinsel. Gotta. Oh, I forgot this. I mean, this will be good for anywhere. This is rather long, however, cutting it is pretty dang satisfying, so I don't mind. That's the next, that's so redundant to say. That's the next thing in chenille. There's so much. Try to pace myself, but, and, managed, yeah, I paced myself pretty good the last few weeks. But then go ahead and grab some thread. 32, 52, and worm thread. I forgot to look at wax and glue. There's a few things I could do while I'm brainstorming. Mommy. I'm gonna get some of this on the side real quick. I do have like a champagne-y pink. Let me try to get to it. Go down the sides with this. Might be too bubblegummy, but it's really just for some like flash or the Jesus. Sorry, please. Almost like these. While I'm like mind fried, I should plug in that waterfall. Have some water sounds. I really want to print something for the side of this table, a little clamp thing to put the scissors and bodkin right here. I'm sure this, I mean, this space is a little small, maybe. I don't know. I really should, ooh, I was gonna say, I really should use pink for this bird. Yeah, there, I'm gonna clamp this, or stick it in here. Oh, wow, that was, unexpected. There's fur in there. Oh, wait. Yeah, just like, I promised myself with this one that I wasn't gonna overthink it. I was just gonna whip something up quick, but I didn't what I just said, overthink. Kinda like that idea too. Just want a majority on one side and the other. This started fine, but I think that pink muddied it a little bit, but it's not for me. This is for a swampy swamp canal. Mess that up. Okay. Yeah, just like blank, like new word document. But hopefully this week, freaking broken record, man. Hopefully this weekend, get to the pier. Is hitchhiking really that dangerous? I used to do that when I was in high school, but only like if I was carrying a bunch of stuff and I was right across the bridge and at a stoplight I would like ask Like if somebody had a truck and nothing in the bed of the truck, I think it's just... Shiny people with that hashtag do need to have, ah shoot, I dropped it off the desk. Let me add some glue. I'll like help stay. Oh, I put a lot, I didn't even see that. I'm just gonna cut it because I'll probably be using a little bit of this tonight. Can't really... I like the chartreuse shining through the... I'm gonna cut it and then trim it a little bit. It looks so fancy with its fur coat though. Like its name is Mary Bell. The sabiki that I plan on giving a go is very simple. A take on the little bait fish patterns. See how often with the diamond braid. Ooh. I wish I had some pink ice stove, but I think I'm just using Sharpie. This one. That's a highlighter. Sharpie one. This one has no label. The other one still say it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I would think white thread and hopefully, and different sizes. That's gonna be ideal. I know this is not the prettiest thing, but man, I know it's I know it's clubbing in my mind. I'm so glad it wasn't the scissors. I would be like inconsolable. Because this is raw concrete down there. And anything I drop is subject to, you know. It's just absolutely dusty. It's hard. Yeah, just like, you know. I get like these box. I'm not losing my mind one bit. I might be, but I feel like a lot of people are, so it's maybe good. Start a group or something. Facebook group. Hi. But okay, so this week with the braid, the diamond braid, and for the tail, just unravel it. And that way I could utilize some of these smaller hooks. And I was asking in a group, because I like to know the etiquette, you know, not everybody fishes for food, and not everybody fishes for sport. I think I'm a little unsure what exactly sport means, because for here, they're definitely eating the stuff, at least I think. It's like dolphin fish, mahi-mahi, and it's the same fish, but two different names. And, kingfish, wahoo, snapper, tuna. I really want to get blackfin tuna. So there's like off coast or inshore, or right out there, blackfin. I do need to get on finding more or locals, especially like I want to familiarize myself with loads of different preparations, but I just want to watch people that have been doing whatever they're doing for a long time, so they know what they're doing and why they're doing it. Because it's like the needlefish. The recipes you see online, man, beautiful stuff. And of course, the also invasives, lionfish, and very, very simple. Not the prettiest thing, but hey, I will not cry if I get stuck on a coconut down there. And I'll be able to cast this no problem. Oh, it's not the ugliest thing, but that bubblegum pink just kind of muddied it up a little bit, but even one strand of this stuff is amazing. Nearsighted as shit. And I see it twinkling like Christmas. And it's a beautiful thing. It's one of my favorite parts about seeing schools bayfish too, is the shimmer. Yeah, I don't want to put this here. But ugly. I'm sorry. Been a few days. Just been piling stuff up and boxing it and then unboxing it, sorting it, and anything that's too damaged or not a interesting or old fabric, I kind of that goes to the bin. But there's a donation box which I want to bring to the Lake Worth thrift shop, and then ooh, got loads of cool stuff. I have these little shells that are made out of rulers. And some of the stuff I need help with dating, so I'm gonna take some pictures. There's a group on Facebook that's specifically for that. Another one, if you're not in it already, is What Is This? Strange and Unusual Items. I love the heck out of that group. You could find a random piece in your garage, corner of your garage, that you've been saving. I have no idea what it is. Use that group. I've done it for my dad over and over again. Have a weird tool or a weird part to something, and it would be ID'd pretty instantly. And I think that's actually one of the first things online I showed my parents, like they interacted with directly, is those ID groups. Plants, critters, pretty nice to have, honestly. Hi. I don't know if anyone who sees this has. I know it's not the prettiest thing, so it's gorgeous. But why am I freaking? It's like a female trait or something. It's so ugly. Is it ugly? Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, stop. Alright, I'm gonna go get a normal all over everything. That's alright. There's one grubber I want to make with the purple. I'm not quite ready to make a purple grubber because that, to be totally honest, is going to be almost like a spiritual experience. Because that's, I mean, I really like the grubber pack. I like making them, or tying them rather, a lot. I haven't in a while because I got a big box of them, and I haven't fished any yet. And really, I haven't taken that SOS worm off the bait caster until I catch something with it. And even if I miss, but the purple one is just, man, if you had like, if you could write like a kid's book around it or something, I don't know, just the purple woolly, it looks like jellyfish jelly and the chenille in it. And I haven't found anything similar. So I don't have many of this super vibrant purple, so I've been holding off on that for a minute. And, well, a minute, like 2 weeks. The purple lot came with everything except chenille. But chat team, utilize what I got and make or type for what I got access to. And I do like the yellow and purple. Yeah, if you want to see, it's so distressing because like anytime where I get really stir crazy, I just grab this. It's so much funner casting than this getting real. So like, yeah, not very good at it. So it's kind of like an uneasy experience. But I love it. It's so nice. I really want to get good at it, but as you can see, I gave up pulling it out. I got a knot in it accidentally, and I got so mad. So I was like, "You're gonna be a necklace, or a few of them, actually." Which by necklace I mean this. Where's it? This is just beads from broken old jewelry and beaded clothing. And anytime I have beaded clothing or like falling apart jewelry, I'll put the seed beads in a Ziploc and string them on random stuff. do patterns and stuff, and I got every color. And these shells are the same on this, which I find that blue heron bridge under there. But I could put all kinds of stuff on there. Like, also I've got loads of these shells. This is probably the only one that's like this. But I have a lot of the Odin stones or hag stones, whatever you know them as. Just stones with natural holes in it. It's a burrowing shell, I believe. But I just need to point that out because it's not drilled or anything. I found it as is years ago. I just made a perfect pencil. Oh man, but yeah, if anybody sees this and has any 15-pound, but bouncing from freshwater and saltwater, I might as well ask recommendations like color-wise, brand-wise, and gotta tell you what this is. It's a casting Centron Light 7.1 colon 1 line capacity 90 yards. Thank God. Yeah, I knew it wasn't very like. But is that mono or is that this? Do people usually put when I see videos? I usually see the green. And this is also the only experience I've ever had with braid. I've never used it. It's quite. It's pretty sick, honestly, because it feels just like string I would buy from a craft store. Yeah. Hey, Roger. Yeah, pretty alright. Just still looking for a way to be a little closer to the, or like get like electric dirt bike or something. I'm not even kidding. The car actually found the scooter. That would be sick. I don't mind that because I would walk to the coast if I could, but I know I can't. So I was even thinking about putting together, well, I started putting together a hiking plan, but the Florida Trail goes north. So you end up, shoot, I forgot what beach it was. Isn't Pompano Beach? Is that north? Anywho. But a hiking path carved directly east actually isn't the worst looking. A lot of train tracks and like big buildings, but it takes, I think it said 6 hours. Here, let me look at it. Because I got pretty much, the only thing I need is a sun tent, like a pop-up tent. I mean, because what really is the difference of like hiking in through civilization as opposed to a forest? So blue heron. Hmm. 7 hours. 7.5 hours. 2 hours on a bike. Bicycle. But that's what I mean. Not being difficult, that's for sure. Like, trying to see how many miles. 25 miles. Yeah, it's really, this is, I really, I don't know what to say. It's disorienting. Pretty alright. This is a cool cat. Not too sure what to, I know some clousers, more clousers would do no harm. It's Wednesday now, I think. I have thread coming, so I'm like, at least, excited for that. If there's a package in the mail, there's something, or else, man, days bleed together out here. Like, what am I supposed to, like, oh, I thought I wanted to, like, I don't know. I mean, you could do off-grid if you got, like, a spring. Like a spring, not a well. I mean, a well, yeah, obviously, but something to swim in. I mean, you could have a well-fed pond or I don't know. But I think I really like the chaos. So you got all kinds of treasures to be found. Swimming spots. I keep myself staying with that canal and I can't go near it right now. And now I really can't go near it. Well, it's just, I could try to work on that a little bit, unknotting the rest of that. Was that you? Was that you? Oh, wait, Cashapp? I got a, and I can't figure out who it was. It's like, Pelagi. I didn't mean to scream in the thing. Oh, my lord. I cannot think. I haven't opened Cash App since I was at my parents' house for, that's, man, if there's anything I can do, please do not hesitate. That's wild. That, like, I could just go to the, go to the pier right now. That's wild. Because that's the thing, I could, like, get anywhere. It's just a bleeding blood dry. Uber's not too bad. It's $33 on most days to get right straight to the coast, and that's huge. I really appreciate that. Please never hesitate. I thank you kindly, and I got all seashells, and comics, antiques. So I was a vendor, but got kind of stuck like hoarding stuff because I was trying to build like the perfect vending setup, and because I had the vintage clothes in the back and plants in the front and then handmade shite everywhere, which October, God willing, but it's just been impossible to get to the coast like for anything, even to, like, to the store. Or I was craving something today. I forgot. Great for like resilience and snacking, I guess. I think it was ice cream, but it was just like yeah, they want to put a gas station, but it's the same distance as everything else out here, And without a donkey or horse, or car, it's been really difficult. Because even if on the main street that was about a mile down the road, well, 2 miles, because it's 3.6 miles to the gas station, and so it's about 2 miles down the road, gladly, but there's no bus route at all. And, I always lived in the downtown area, because, and granted, back then, like, the downtown areas, one street is downtown. Well, like these old little beachy towns. And they haven't caught on yet. Like, Worth hadn't caught on yet. Rented a 2-bedroom house for $975, and was trying to find someone to split it with, but couldn't, and ended up losing it because I was doing eBay at the time. And hey, Mr. Holy Trucks, I will put oh, I have to get my computer. Oh, that works. Uh, so how do oh. Can't stand how you can't just copy and paste any text on a screen. Um, Oops, shoot. I didn't mean to send the link. I meant to put the at in it. That had a little plant shop, which started to pull out the incense making stuff too, because I thought that would be neat to get back into. Lantana is a wild plant here, but the leaves could be burnt for insect repellent, and it's really easy making incense cones. And loose leaf incense too. You just drill in a chunk of pine. I think it's out there. Drill in a chunk of pine in the sawdust. You can burn self-burning incense, so you don't need coals or anything. Yeah, I would appreciate. Please, yeah. Please never hesitate. I also I make random stuff too. A lot of like salvage currently, but fixing to try to make these spoons. And in that mission, I'm just going to be trying to learn how to shape metal in general. And, which I think I found the box that has the blocks that I carved the half circles out of so I could hammer metal. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. Holy crap. It's been, it has been, a minute of, this is like a Sisyphus sort of feeling. Like, Facebook Marketplace is a godsend, especially for moving objects, because, got a bunch of stuff that, even just like huge bags of clothes, or like free, like everything. getting stuff to your neighbors or buying stuff from your neighbors. But I am too far for even the people that live in this area. So I would post items, and yeah, like 3, like sometimes less, sometimes more people would message, but I would give them the address and they'd be like, oh yeah, no. So doing that with a bunch of items, and that was maddening, and not, because really, just it's just a straight shot to the coast too, because the other thing is like, it takes such a long time. I don't know what it is about fishing, but it melts time. Add like trying to learn how to present all these little things, because I haven't even seen half these in water yet. I'm real stoked on that. Like, finally just started dunking things in the rain barrel. Minus what fished with in the canal thus far, I haven't seen any of it. And the stuff I tried in the very beginning looked great in the water, and that was as soon as the water was getting cold for the winter. And so very eager to get to the bridge, but for a really long time, like, and there's shelter. The bridge is shelter. Like, it's crazy. It is the best spot locally. The bridge is shelter, meaning, I mean, it's not too efficient with rain, but if it got really bad, you could go in the bathrooms if there's lightning and that kind of thing. But the bridge, you're not frying, and you don't have to fish from the bridge like you fish on the seawall. And when it's not tide for swimming under the bridge, there's nobody under there, and so it's pretty neat to be able to, like, I've never seen anybody fly fish there ever, but you're level to the water, and perhaps around the pylons, like targeting those would be really, I haven't heard that, right? Oh, Alaska. I cannot imagine. Because, like, here, I think of fatty fish because like Atlantic and Gulf Stream, but we don't really have streams. Got the springs up north, but I don't know if we have like any rushing water. We have Peace River, but that's quite a ways from here. All the fresh water is that quintessential doo-doo brown. But to quote Florida ambassadors to life group. I was listening to more. There's so many like pockets of genres and music scenes that I was trying to dig for more Florida-based music, and I was running into some really a lot of Jimmy Buffett, a lot of like tri-rail, like mixtapes, I think you call. Smoked King Salmon would be. I can't conceptualize that. That's what I mean though. Like, that's intense. And can imagine. Uh, I always wonder, as far as like wild edibles are berries. Do berries get to be a thing up and over there? And I might have a slight image issue with Alaska as a Floridian. In my mind, it looks like Santa's village, as in like covered in snow. And at all times, no, I'm just not at all times because I've seen it when it's not in just shows. Really idyllic, but I always wonder like how that window is, and when it is, cause there has to be like when I have a lot of snow questions, and and I don't wanna like being snowed in. I guess is just a little more common than I thought it was in a lot of places, and stuff like that. Minnesota is a place I really want to visit one day, and it has the same kind of cold. All of it. See, yeah. No, I need to get on. I'm sorry. I'm a little like I'm like stumbling over words pretty hard. Um, I want to see what happens. Oh wow, tongue gas, tongue gas. Nuh-uh. The tongue gas. I looked up just seen pictures in the UK and places where like that blue tropical water. So I've started adding tropical to searches, and it's wild. Because that freaking hate Pinterest. Pinterest has produced more dead links on the internet than. Um, yeah, see, that's what I mean. Kenai River? Wow. It's like those things that kind of make quick work of shattering an image of an area is looking at the opposite of what I assume it as. But the Kenai River, that's mind-bending. The, like tropical looking or spring water, that is wild. Why is it that color? And like, yeah, seeing something like that makes me realize I have no idea of anything at all. That is intense. It's like the more you look at it, the more crazy it looks. Because it's just like that clear, kind of mountainous, um, with that Gulf, oh, the Bering Sea. That's right. So I do know one thing. Whew. To cross that once, just let me hitch a ride, please. And let me sit in a room by myself because y'all no one would want to hear the sounds I'd be making. But I have to experience that once. Skydiving, sure. but there, just, and it doesn't have to be like any scene in particular, just like, maybe like, tumultuous in one way or another. It is just, seemingly the wildest experience that, like, even if I was, built upon mounds of gold, the Blue Origin thing doesn't really do it for me. Skydiving again, like, alright, this is pretty sweet, but, like, it's for a second. But a cargo container ship, you could, stay on those, and it's like a few weeks, but, or, like those, just those, like, monster boats that aren't even that big, but could, just, like, go through storms. I don't know what that style of vessel is called. Sailboat, there's not rooms, so I probably wouldn't appear to be having a good time, but, and like a sailboat's so small, so everybody on that boat has to be able to do something, so in that situation I feel like I'd be taking up space. Unless I could, like, learn how to grant prismatic. Holy shit. I did not know that was the name of it. Is that, wow. Is that in the same vicinity as, wow. There's stuff like this that I don't understand how I've never seen it before. I don't mind that at all because it's really easy to get caught in like a negative loop or something. But to get caught in a negative loop is almost like getting caught in assumptions, which ain't nobody knows shit, so like how is that even possible? It's not. That's insane. And it with that blue, that is really nice. They complement each other very well. That is intense. I understand the name completely. I don't understand. I've never seen that before. Grand Prismatic. That is intense. Oh, the one above it, that blue one is Excelsior? Oh, that is wild, right next to it. I gotta look up. It's probably like an interactive map to this area. Man, you can't look at too many of these pictures. It starts feeling like another planet. Look at that. Gosh, imagine if that. It looks like, gosh, these are some surreal pictures and surreal imagery. I just can imagine, like, you're not familiar with the area, but you're an emergency search helicopter, and you're scanning the area for a person, but you see this. Oh, I forget what I was doing. The sabiki is quite effective. They do have barbs. Because these are specific for the piers. But I got them knotted up. So, yeah. I have to really finish packing this stuff because I'm looking for a bin. So, right now I'm gonna sort it all in paper or boxes rather. Can't seem to get this. Oop. Yeah. Alright, that'll be much easier. I think there's three. They only have 2 hooks each. And I'll use these loops. But I'll smooth this. The lights are all messed up. It's quite alright. But this was really exciting because grew up using these. Just they're super effective for bait fish, and I do want to learn how to prepare the bait fish because that is infinite food glitch right there. And I mean, anchovy, sardines, loads of them, and I know they don't have the best reputation, but that it cause no harm to consume, like fried anything, you know? And that's a ton of nutrients for absolutely nothing. And the procurement of said nutrients actually like keeps you good too, out in the fresh air. But they're really simple. I was supposed to make some tonight, but I think I gotta blast some music and tie some of the color combinations. Hey, sorry I ran out. Hey, few things. I like kitten. I just some kitten. I was thinking about trying to see how she would do with a leash, and cause she's an outdoor cat, but she could join in quite a lot of wandering, cause she's a cat. She would wander off if she wanted to, but like if I can canoe down the canal, she's walking all the way down too, and stuff like that. It's really I walked upstairs. It's so windy out. Let's see. Let me try to get. Appreciate that, Grey Wolf. Golden day to you. It's 3:10. I'm morning here in Florida. Got on I think around 12, but man, I would have kept on right now if it meant not, because last few days I haven't tied anything, and just excuse me. Like for instance, got loads of bags. I want to start consolidating some of this stuff, so I really don't need loads of notebooks. Random ramblings. But wow, there's a photo enlarger. One of those are in the garage. Some pictures of my family from the 80s. Here's my mom. in the house that they still live in. I like looking at for like the identifiable objects in the background. It's wild. Try not to lose any pictures. I need to put for some reason, I have about 1,000 pictures of random people flipping off the camera. Spanning a few decades. Oh wow, what's that? Bowling. I appreciate that. I have some really cool pictures of my mom too. And same front yard that was that they still live in. Oh, there's my grandma. My grandparents, but they were both in the Marines, but my grandpa was a photographer, my grandma was a film developer. Oh, that's a nice picture. I haven't seen any of these pictures in like 7 years. Been packed away for 6 years, so it's like seeing them for the first time. Oh wow, this model airplane. That's huge. Wow. Got marabou made. These would make some sick band or album pictures, honestly. Hmm. Yeah. Is that her and my aunt Sue were like identical, so that might have been Sue at that age. And then my aunt Sue started to just like a little more masculine, I guess. Oh, here we go. Mom worked at a steakhouse, and this is how she came to work on Halloween. And Ben's Steakhouse, if any old Palm Beach County fellers. I really like the Halloween pictures. Buddy of mine painted one of them recently, like a few days ago, and I don't know if I posted it, but pretty neat. A few paintings. Uses people's Instagram posts as inspiration for oil paintings, and it's pretty neat. My dolls, which I think are on the desk still, which one of them, I forgot what horror film. There's a B film that had the same exact doll. I've never seen. But I think this was pretty much all 80s. It's the only one who grabbed any pictures. So way too many than I could really manage. What is that? Kodak thermometer. The chemicals to develop film are very inexpensive. this is neat. I have a few thermometers. I'm not sure their purpose exactly. I tried to keep as much of the stuff as possible, so none of it went to the garbage, because it was just kind of cleared out. I wish they had kept it. My grandpa had a dark room at my parents' house, but my dad's just like, will scorch earth but not plant anything, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of been like that the whole time. I wonder if the tomato plants are still alive back there. But I planted some tomatoes before I left. But I have no idea what's going on over there at all. I have to ask other people, and I guess it's just not a good time over there. But it's really difficult to put into words. So been kind of avoiding the. It's rough. I guess I feel like it's bizarre, man. It's been a year, to say the least. If I don't know how it would be going if didn't fall into something good. I was so burnt out on crafting, and like it sounds ridiculous, but I just like making stuff. It doesn't matter too much, but stuff was piling up because can't vend out here. I did vend once. It was really fun, and the people are really nice out here. Like it was really fun, but it was mostly just people's families and coming to hang out and stuff. It was really early in the morning, and it stops at like noon. So, Daniel-y, yeah, I think the middle of the night was always good for making things and being hunched over a desk. So it's a habit that's been hard to beat. Hard to get out of, especially I don't just hey, need that salt water real big bad. I don't know how to say it, I guess, but hitchhiking's dangerous. These I'm just very excited about too. I mean, Suki's what, $2? It's not like that. Could be making huge scrimps, and I could be making huge bayfish. This is just little plumes of the rabbit fur. When it's wet, it's really nice length. And this is what I plan on bringing along with the one with the weight already, because I'm gonna use that until I bruise that. And I tied the weight onto it, so I'd like to get that. Because these I wrap around. I have these little paddles for thread, and it pinches the end. So I was gonna use those, but if I can't find it, I'll just use what I usually use, which is a piece of cardboard or like a playing card. Anytime I see a deck of playing cards from a dollar store, grab them, because also for jewelry and stuff, they make really neat or really easy and free like display things that you can hang up. Just punch a hole in it. And but yeah, I'm a little sleep deprived. I just did not want to miss another day. Like I know I'm not like beholden to anything. However, I mean it really it's the highlight of my day, really. And pretty much spend the whole day sorting shit and figuring out what I'm gonna tie later that night, which is and so I need to just start writing down because by the time I do make it live, I forget everything. And yeah, the clutter is really getting to me, and can't seem to, like, there's no way. I might as well live in New York City. Like, this, I can't. Go ahead. It's been tricky. So, kind of, getting my reps in by moving things from one side of the room to another over and over again. It'd be different if, like, I don't know. See, um, I don't want to sound one word. When I was like, it's just, look at the window. It looks like there's a black sheet or like a tarp over it. Where is it? Where's that window? It is pitch out there, y'all. But it's not pitch enough anymore to see the Grand Canyon. Jeez, the Milky Way. Can't see the Grand Canyon anymore in the sky. It's quite a shame. But there's a New City, and they had all their lights dim. I made the joke that it must have been for the sea turtle, because we're in the middle of nowhere. But it's not that. My friend came over, and he lasted like maybe 3 minutes outside. There's a huge, vast array of opportunities for those in the field of studying mosquitoes. Because we got like 50 varieties, all shapes and sizes, different frequencies of buzz. Like some you don't want to splat because you'll stain your clothing, and but I don't. A little sleep deprivation and just rambling, but yeah, it's can't wear a headlamp, that's for sure. Unless you have a net, then you're good. Like a beekeeper's net. The whole thing really would be probably good to wear. Yeah, cheers then. That's right. I think I have heard that. Oh, my the mic died. Whoops. I think. Let me. I'm not sure if I'm getting picked up. If it automatically will switch, but I think I do remember hearing that. Let me just see. Elements fit in a room. I guess I should. Oh, that was a shorter delay than I expected. Alright, I am hungry too, so this rambling is probably gonna be a little I don't rewatch these streams, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. But I think I remember hearing that, and it just doesn't fit. I guess the picture I had, and same thing with that turquoise blue river. But cheers there. Who really runs the world? 'Cause I'm thinking the skeeters. 'Cause man, like, you could probably harness them for drone technology. There's they get so huge, like that you could probably levitate with enough of them. But if I don't know how to film that. I guess just an exposed arm out there And then gotta find somebody who's still in Alaska to do that at the same time of year that would be like their mosquito season, because we're getting into mosquito season here. Interesting. And for every state, that goes to every state, to compare in their wet season the mosquito population or density, I should say. Oh, the coast, like, man, yeah, mosquito will get in here and there and it'd be a big deal, but like, you don't notice them anymore out there. I wish I could go outside, but the outdoor internet things fried the rain, and so it's just gonna cut anyway. But do you have a game? Oh, that is pretty neat. I'm glad I remembered to do that. My aim's not the best. Thanks. I want it to go right over the camera. Refract so many colors. But feel free to if on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, all that. About to just completely stop making sense if I don't eat something other than Monster. But oh, I was trying to wake up because let's see, man, I like going through this stuff, and I'm more than happy to stream this because I could actually probably use some help with it. It's just I have to really go through every single object. I should have done this a while ago. Really, maybe like every 10 years, like go through every single object. Because if any form of collector, it bulks up, but I'm getting kind of, I'm falling out of, if I want to vend, I'm thinking like the objects that aren't handmade could go into some form of storage, whether it be like a garage. I'd rather pay someone I knew than a storage unit again, because at least like might like want the stuff gone, but I might get a chance of getting it back. I missed a payment on a storage unit. I lost my entire childhood, like everything. I have like 2 things I drew when I was a child, and it's like a star or something. It's not really like a drawing, but every like little first tinkering. But so storage units terrify me, but I don't want bulk anymore. Learned a lot, and glad, because if I could get to where just in like 4 walls, everything is on the walls, accessible via drawers and bins, much like those rooms before you enter like the surgical hall. What do they call it? The arena? I think they call it something. But they'll have like those rooms that have, of course, all the supplies, and everything is very sterile, but there is a brutal amount of things because of their complexities of us. So storage is meticulous, and I draw a lot of inspiration from that. Problem being, that shit's expensive. So my dad was threw away most of these, but been looking for more stuff like this, where it's clear, and Florida dust is always an issue, and bam, only things that are useful. And the greatest thing about this is, at the end of the day, if things are presented in a convincing manner, it also leads to food without having to eat like bread that lasts 2 months and that kind of thing. At least not all the time, because the 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 Publix out here, it doesn't even have Florida fish like available, and it just has that kind of salmon that's that color, and it has that not warning, but like that this stuff eats die for a living or something like that, which ain't no thing, you know. I just know what's here. I just yeah. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard to get fishing. Like I know it's far, but that's on me. I just gotta find an intermediate place. But I tell you what, Riviera is the place that I'm looking at, and it's about the same. Uh, there is a new baseline rent, and it doesn't matter if you're deep in areas that perhaps aren't the greatest, or if you're in really good areas. It's the same price. But which the thing is with us, well, it's not the price, it's the space. And like 600 square feet seems to be the max that's available anymore. It's bizarre. Everything is a studio, but there is a few areas that are strictly like warehouses, and that's also an option. The only problem with that is they're kind of like corrugated metal shacks or like airplane hangars, but pretty neat that there's a lot of them available in little industrial areas around, and a lot of those provide a lot of byproducts. And I like byproducts because that's free materials. And the salvage yards, all my copies are from salvage yards, and since they have these great big scales, um, a handful of wire they're not gonna charge anything for. I mean, happy sure I'll be hopefully on at a more reasonable time, so I have a little bit more um but I have to like relearn how to stream almost. Do something every day and then you don't do it for like a week. It threw me off completely. And for 2 nights now, I sat here. I just ended up listening to music, had the lights on, everything, phone in the stand here, description up, everything, but just never hit live. It's been a week, but man, the thing is it's just I can't get resources out here, and I feel like I'm speaking Chinese. Bless the Chinese language. I do not speak it currently, Mandarin nor Cantonese, or any other I might not also know about yet, but anywho, so yeah, anyway, like it's gonna be nice to be able to get seaweed for plants and like the supplies and materials, which are really hard to come by. And as soon as that gets back, like could actually grow plants. Mulch has completely stopped. I haven't got a mulch drop in a long time. Robert, uh, redundant saying the name, the local spot uh wasn't super local, but it was having an area to drop a bunch of chipped trees, cut down trees. It helps them out. And anyways, the a lot of people are really into chip drops for the last few years now, heavy mulching and stuff like that. But still was able to find mountains of free mulch, but just not anymore. Uh, Depending on the types of plants, the seaweed takes care of a lot of that, and it just keeps the soil from drying out. And that's a huge issue here. Hey, Adonis. Pretty alright. Tie this ugly hours thing. Hey, Ron! So I just tie this. Hey, but now that I'm looking at the proportions are, I think, a lot better. The last jigs, they're in the tackle box, but I was just retying what I bought from the tackle shop as close as I could. So I cut the bucktail, and this time it did not. So I left the tinsel along, but it's not too much of it. I like the white now goes to pro. The SS was a little long, but I like giving it. I like trimming it, like those like pom pom. But man, I really appreciate that, Matthew, and please never hesitate. Like human being all the way. Usually just fiddling around with this stuff. Hopefully I'll get back into growing plants again, but just need to get back on a resource train because my interests lead me to a bunch of byproducts and like stuff that like I was able to grow like 35, 40 fruit trees for free. I mean, the pots I have Legan, a family friend is a landscaper. He needs a spot to toss pots, so every now and then I'll get a huge pile of them. But that's about it. And the soil is usually made or and found. The $3 bags of soil come in handy too at Home Depot, but that's a rarity. That's like Gucci. Um, Whenever I could get it. And irrigation is an issue. And but that's curbed with the mulching and stuff like that. But Code's been planting up the front, so that is sweet because that needs a ton of plants. The wind out here is surreal. It is surreal. Like, I don't know what a storm would be like in this house. The wind barrels through grasslands, wetlands, grassland, like wet prairie grass, and like the wind, there's no wind blocks. So it's like an air condition sometimes, like out there, and it cools the air a ton, but there's no wind block. You can grow it, but yeah, gotta grow it, cause I don't know. I think I did post a video of a short one day. There was white caps in the canal, and that was the only time I seen that. I forgot what the storm was called, but there was tornadoes. And the forest is still decimated from it. All the pine trees look like toothpicks. And they had to rebuild the Publix. Palm Beach County had to rebuild the Publix because of tornadoes. I've never thought I would see that. Not in this area. But it's pretty, yeah, oh, cheers there. And, ooh, excuse me. I wanted to see if I could, find, I forgot what it's called already. I got it to make like candies, but I wanna start making like what am I doing? Oh, I got stuff to do. Not planning on going to the pier until the weekend. So got what's Wednesday? Got 2 days where it doesn't really matter what time I'm awake, and I, especially organizing and like tedious stuff like that. Man, for some reason, the middle of the night is just, unless it's like a communal thing. See, I used to rope my friends in. It was a good time. And all my friends like old stuff, so it's just and back then, like before my little eclectic beach town got discovered, like everywhere else, and or just bought, I guess it'd be better said. Or just kind of like a sitcom or something. The living room would be full of just random people. And not partying or anything, just existing, poking around at things, making observations, and vocalizing thoughts as they're had. So missed that a lot, and met a lot of, well, not a lot, but met like 2 people out here, real cool people. One dude grows really rare plants. Him and his wife have like a little nursery in their backyard, but like just the most idyllic setup. And he sells some of his rare fruit stuff to YouTubers. And I forgot, um, because I used to watch a lot of the permaculture stuff, pretty much solely. And because before I started watching YouTube for that, I use it for music, but I used to go chunks of time without having a phone, like like months to years. The longest I went was 5 years, and uh, the YouTube. I guess I never really caught on to using it that much until like a little later, and eat or grow your own greens. I think Jim something. Dude is nuts. I love that guy so much. Like, he's one of the earliest like YouTube channels I remember like tuning in for. And same thing with Green Dean of Eat the Weeds, which is still one of my favorite channels and most used channel. Green Dean, Eat the Weeds. I have the book too. Finally came out with the book. A little guide to wild edibles. But and Pete Canaris, of course, and David the Good. That's like almost a trifecta of this. You should check in on all of those people. I haven't watched many plant videos, but there's quite a few things I want to have in buckets just to have, because that pairs really well with everything. Sweet potato vine, it's free food, and really, really, really tasty. It's almost like greens and green beans at the same time, but like at the exact same time. But anyway, happy trip. All of y'all, please never hesitate. And yeah, I shall see y'all tomorrow, hopefully at a more reasonable time. On Facebook, Instagram, Discord, all that stuff should be in this description. And yeah, I don't know why. It's the little things in life. And yeah, I'm probably gonna take uh, climb some hills over here and try to get some more space back, because really there's just some empty bins that I'm gonna be using for like specific stuff. All the stuff in bags, string, wire, leather cord, sewing thread, all that could go in a bin, you know, and that bin could be tucked. So been trying to find bins, had no idea that they are like Gucci for $100 for big totes. I thought they were like, I don't know, 12 bucks tops. But you know, they do last forever. I don't know what I was expecting. Guess I just never bought them brand new. And out here it's just like Amazon, and that's pretty much it. But got some thread on the way from the Fly Sniff, and I'm very stoked with that. Did not even wait for a stream to get a discount code. 7 spools of thread for 35 bucks, and that's including shipping. That is insane. Everywhere I've been like having to just make do because can't find any where the prices line up to something where, you know, I could get quite a decent variety, because not only got a variety of colors, got a variety of sizes too. So yeah. Anywho, good night. Oh, Sean, howdy. Yeah, as you could probably tell, I'm definitely happy to see you. So, you know, incoherently stoked.